Oh shit. You know what time it is. It is Monday movie news or movie news Monday on S-TierCast on YouTube and Twitch. Let's get going. Link available now. You know what time it is. It is Monday movie news or movie news Monday on S-TierCast on YouTube and Twitch. Let's get going. Link available now. You know what time it is. It is. Alrighty. I'll get the actual thing going real quick. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Shit. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're good. Oh shit. Yeah. All right. All right, we're about to get started on the audio. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I was there the whole time, just
Just
doing.
so you know,
Yeah, I just did the. I know for a fact I did the social media shit on Instagram. God fucking
no,
damn it!
I heard everything that you said.
I was making sure that everything was testing perfectly on this side.
Okay.
Yeah. So audio is doing good. We did a very big fucking episode available. It was available Saturday. It covers the whole week. We already got 2 playthroughs of it. 3 hours and 40 minutes.
We're making movies here.
Hmm?
We're making movies.
Shit. Hold on, let me just fix this real quick. What happened here? Oh no. Hold on 1 minute. I'm trying to fix this. What's going on here? There we go. Hold on 1 minute. Something just happened to Eric's thing. Of course. There's always something. There we go. Had to switch it over.
People like to interrupt me when I say, "Oh, there's a podcast tonight." Don't interrupt me.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I was trying to fix it because I don't know why I was on your side, basically.
I turned my camera off and I muted myself.
Uh oh, you were. Oh, damn! I thought I was fucking up your side. Wow, we have started horribly today.
I need like a red light outside my room when I have a podcast. It turns on, says "Do not disturb."
Yeah, I was looking at them. They're actually available at Walmart.
Mm.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting one for like the downstairs area, like where the stairs are at.
Mm-hmm.
That way, it isn't like so. What's the word I'm looking for? So intrusive. Because you've seen a couple episodes. I'm like, oh shit, my food, and it just fucks up the flow. But yeah, what a week! We got our first episode. I think we're gonna be able to do, I think, 3 episodes for Spotify. I think we'll be able to do more though. They're just getting rid of their editing thing. So I got our intro stuff saved. I got this all saved. So we should still be able to do audio on this side for
I,
Spotify.
I hope you still had that music I made too, because that was a pain in the butt to send.
Yes, I actually have. That's in our outro. So I got that. Yeah, so that's basically that. A little quick rundown. Let me get this going. Hold on, let me see. Today, movie news, some sad news, but not sad. We're just like, oh damn, could have been great. But let's get into. We're gonna go down the line. Hopefully the laptop don't do nothing. I kept it asleep for damn near the whole day. We just got a scorcher of a week ahead of us, and I know
Almost
audio
in the
wise,
hundreds.
yeah, I know audio wise, everyone's gonna hear the air conditioner, and I'm like, it's fucking hot. It's still hot outside.
Yeah, I
Oh
had
shit.
mine on the whole day and I just turned it off. So
Yeah, I gotta do something about that. I gotta clean mine out soon. So I'll probably do it probably in the morning. Probably in the morning. But let's get into it. Movie news and reviews. We got a review. I watched The Primevals Friday.
mm,
Yeah, it was good. We'll get into it, but let's get into it. Get into Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim. Let me pull
mhm.
up everything, all the details. We already have like 3 shots from the film. It's gonna be the longest animated movie I've ever heard of, like 2 hours and 30 minutes.
I've seen some animated movies that are 2 hours.
Yeah, but for Lord of the Rings, like I thought Warner Brothers would skimp out. Like it's always a cash grab for some of these guys.
Honestly, if you think about it, that's the shortest film of the Lord of the Rings series.
Yeah, yeah. Until Gollum comes out. Why is this going up all the way? God damn it! I don't want to blow my ears out, but damn. All right, there we go. Let me find this real quick. This is from Discussing Film had everything on this. It looks good. It looks like a Miyazaki style Lord of the Rings movie. I can already hear someone now. It was done with AI. And I'll be like this. You know what? If it's good, fuck it.
Did you see the new Scooby Doo animated series that they're doing? It's an an actual anime, and they're like beating like beating up like Japanese ghosts and all that.
I can't wait for that. That looks good. It looks better than Velma. Aboo.
And they were thinking about giving that a second season.
They gave it a second season.
Oh shit.
I need that MJF line where he called Freddie Prinze Jr. Scooby Dooby douchebag. Because that's literally I said that about David Zaslav. I'm like, he ain't nothing more than a Scooby Dooby douchebag. Let me see if I can find this. A lot of Blade stuff. We do have a lot of Blade news. Wesley Snipes being an antagonist with it, and I'm here for it. Let's see, where is it? Oh, we got regular shows coming. I'm scrolling through Discussing Film, trying to get to their Lord of the Rings stuff. So yeah, 2 hours. I know for offhand, 2 hours and 30 minutes is the runtime. It's going to be female led, which means like it's probably Helm Hammerhand's daughter helping fight against the Dunlins, and I know Brian Cox has been tapped to play Helm Hammerhand.
Right.
Yeah, Brian Cox. Here we go. Alrighty, I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna show just the 3 little shots they have. Ooh, that's brighter than my future. There we go. And it's coming out December 13th. That's on brand.
Really? Why December?
All of them have come out during December. That's the weird part.
Did they all come out in December?
I think all but Two Towers. Two Towers came out in November.
Okay.
Here, let's see. I'm going to share. This is one of the pictures with Helm Hammerhand and his daughter and one of the other characters. There we go. Right here on the right hand corner on Google. I dare not. Oh, here. We'll just do this. Here's the three shots from Reddit, and this is all from it. It looks like peak Miyazaki.
Like I'm getting Castlevania vibes.
Yeah, I do love this animation style. This is the shit that like it calls back to Fist of the North Star, Devilman, a few others like
All
that old
right.
the 80s, 90s, the Guyver even. Yeah, the 80s, 90s anime. This looks pretty damn cool. I thought they were gonna do the bullshit 3D cell shaded shit.
Well, sometimes it works.
Yeah, Babylon 5, The Road Home, it worked perfectly because you got to see the details on the shadows and whatnot. This looks cool as hell. This is, I think, some concept art for it. So we're gonna see the Mumakil. So the Dunlins are gonna be teaming up with the Haradrim. We know that.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna be a great fight. And it's set, I think, what 100 years before Bilbo goes out to fight Smaug with the dwarves.
I just want to see the giant trees fighting again.
I would love to see the Ents fight. I'm not sure if they're going to be in it though. This is all about Rohan. It looks like.
I know, but they barely told their story of their background. They're just like, oh, giant trees.
Yeah, it's that's the thing that kills me. Like, what is it? Rings of Power. We haven't seen them in there yet either, and people always smash it. But I'm like, if they had the actual rights to Silmarillion, it would be like a 4-part movie, and it would actually be done right by Peter Jackson. But the estate doesn't want Silmarillion actually done by anyone else.
That's stupid.
Yeah, we would have saw in Rings of Power. We would have saw Morgoth get sent out into outer space. We would have saw so much crazy shit in that first hour of the show.
What kind of spell is that? Like you launch somebody into space.
I don't know. It's so fucking nuts. It's not really space. It's like he's sent to another dimension, like the dark. So some it got Silmarillion was weird. It was so fucking weird.
I could
But
believe
yeah,
it
it
though.
looks good. Yeah, it looks good. That's all that is on their runtime. We covered that. First look, it looks fucking good. I would definitely grab it and put it next to my collection.
I
All right,
just
let's.
hope the voice acting is good.
Yeah, well, Brian Cox, he brings it. He brings it in anything. Uh, he's best known, everyone knows, as Scholar Visari in Killzone 1, 2, and 3. He was perfect in that. Played the perfect despot. Let's see if I can find the Blade stuff because we're going to that next. I'm very inclined with a lot of people to say that this movie's fucking cursed.
What makes it cursed?
They done gone through like 10 fucking directors.
Well, that's not a curse. That's just bad
And 5
choose.
writers. And 5 writers.
Okay, that's bad management.
Mahershala Ali looking at this like, what the fuck, man? Even his lawyer's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. All right, let me see if I can find that. Oh, yeah, we're getting a Man on Fire series. That's cool.
Mm.
That's going to be rough, though.
If they don't have the right people.
Yeah, and in the writing, yeah, let's see. All right, where is this? Blade, Blade, Blade. We're going to talk about Toph, Netflix getting Toph and whatnot. Looking for a casting person for that. Let's see. Where is the Blade stuff? I had this saved, too. Hold on, let me check my bookmarks on Twitter. I refuse. Here we
You
go.
didn't, I was gonna say you didn't have it categorized.
I got it bookmarked. Damn, I still got that thing. All right. So, all right, this is the Wesley Snipes comment. We'll talk about that first. He goes, Blade, lordy, lordy, lordy. Folks still looking for the secret sauce, riding snowmobiles in traffic. Kind of rough. Daywalkers make it look easy, don't they? And then he even said, like, oh, yeah, I had to put some rewrites in the first one, too. Oh, God.
Honestly, they should like team up with the people who made Spawn.
Honestly, I would definitely suggest that. Or else, you know what? Just get the same director as the original.
But if he did want to work on it,
I don't know. It's so rough. Let me see if I can find because they lost their newest director and he was working on it for a while. This
uh,
is about as bad as the whole Independence Day 2 thing. It took 14 writers to get one movie out. What the fuck?
They probably quit because they were rushing them to get it out.
Yeah, it's like they can't cut it because we did talk about the original plot that Blade was basically taking a back seat, and it was supposed to be about like Dracula's daughter. And I'm like, what? I'm like, why is it called Blade then?
I can see the character from Underworld and Blade teaming up in a movie.
That would be slick. Let me see. Where is this? Oh yeah, we got a director. Well, we got a writer for Transformers GI Joe crossover.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's good. Let's see. Where is the Blade stuff? I just had it. Ah, here we go. Here is it. Okay, no, two directors. I was off by a lot. Damn. Uh, first director was no, yeah. First director was Bassam Tariq. He left. Jan Demange. He left. The writers that have left: Stacy Osei Kufor, Bo DeMeo, yeah, who came back with the greatest X-Men season ever. Um, Michael Starbury, Nick Pizzolatto, Michael Green, and Eric Pearson. These are all the writers and directors that have left this project.
But they won't give us the reason why they left.
Creative differences. And if I was Feige, I'd be like, okay, what do you guys want to do? And I'm like, okay, let's try this. Honestly, you have there's already a nice cast for a Midnight Suns movie right fucking there. All you had to do is like get Ghost Rider. Like you got Mahershala Ali. You got what's his name that plays Doctor Strange. Yeah, whatever his name is. Uh, you got Gail Garcia Bernal as the Werewolf by Night. You got what's her name that played Elsa Bloodstone. You got Jared Leto that plays Morbius. It's a perfect team right there.
And I'm pretty sure Nicolas Cage would be like, yeah, I'm down.
You know they want Ryan Gosling for Ghost Rider.
What the hell? No, it's
he
Nicolas
wants
Cage
he,
or
he
nothing.
he wants to play Ghost Rider too.
No, it's Nicolas Cage or no deal.
I don't know. He's pretty much fits it, especially now. He's like Nicolas Cage's age when Nicolas Cage took the role.
No.
I just want to do the literal me, but Ghost Rider.
After Mandy, it has to be Nicolas Cage.
I can see Nicolas Cage as well. You know, he could. Here, I'll do this one for you. Nicolas Cage is Johnny Blaze, and Ryan Gosling is Dan Ketch. That way, we get two Ghost Riders.
I guess.
That would be slick. They've done it before.
I know, but it didn't work out too well.
Oh, it worked out pretty well in the comic books. God, I loved the Midnight Suns run. They basically turned Johnny Blaze in that one into like supernatural Punisher, though. Well, yeah, it feels so cursed because they can't just get it off the ground. Kit Harington should have been in it already. He should have had the Black Knight movie already. They really set up a lot of stuff with Eternals and then just didn't pay off with it.
I know. All just they need to do is team up with the people from Underworld and people who did what's that movie? Fuck. I'm having a blank.
Van Helsing?
Possibly them, but also the people who did Spawn. If they had those three companies working on a movie of Blade, it would be amazing.
Yeah, that would
Just
be.
think like Underworld was like horror love story, and you need a love story, right, in any movie. And then you got the Van Helsing's action and a little bit of gore, and then Spawn. We all know about the Spawn movie.
Yeah. That's who they should get. Yeah, Len Wiseman would be perfect for it. He's the one that did Underworld. I think he did 1 and 2, and then they just someone else took over, and they did. He was the executive producer on the other ones. I'm not sure, but he would do pretty well with Blade. He already has the experience. I think it's like they don't want to make Blade rated R because they want to have him work with all the other characters. But I'm like, he can work with it. You can work within that, where it's or like he's PG-13 on everything else, but he's rated R in his own thing. Like that's what they're gonna
Uh,
do with Deadpool. Like what the fuck? No, that's what they're doing with Daredevil even.
yeah.
And it's so weird how they're just not. They just can't hack it. It's
I
so
mean, like,
easy.
I just gave him the best idea.
Yeah, it's so easy. You can even make Deacon Frost the bad guy again, and then be like, okay, Blackout will be the recurring bad guy, kind of like Midnight Suns Loki, kind of. And then there we set up the Lilim and Lilith and Zarathos showing up and
Hmm.
Centurius. Look at that! I did so much better than everyone else.
And we did that in 5 minutes.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I actually did do like a Ghost Rider trilogy. I wrote a Ghost Rider trilogy way back when.
In high school days.
No, college days. Like when I
Mm.
had no classes, I'm like, I'm gonna do a Ghost Rider thing, a trilogy. I wrote out like each one. Like the first one, the Orb was gonna be the bad guy. Second one, Zarathos and Aqueduct were gonna be the bad guys, and the third one was gonna be the big sacrifice, where the Ghost Rider itself sacrifices itself to stop Centurius. And I was like, there you go, I did it for you.
Well, it's like Uncle Ben sacrificed himself for another Uncle Ben to survive.
All right.
You know, I had to put a Spider-Man meme in there.
Yeah. As long as Johnny Blaze's dad wasn't in the rainforest studying spiders, we should be good.
Mm.
I can tell what's in your mind right now.
How dare you! How fucking dare you!
That's what's in there.
This bowl looks really nice right now.
Bring up Madam Web in that.
You just hear.
I can just see that now. Your mom just comes in like, "What happened?" He made a joke.
It's a hidden joke. Not what, Madam Web? Oh, I heard that was. Shut up.
Oh God, yeah. Oh my lord. All right, let's get to Netflix. Okay, so we already know I got it. I still gotta rewatch. I'm gonna rewatch Avatar: Last Airbender, the live action thing. I've heard good things. I've heard negative things. I take it as its own thing, actually. But they are looking for an actor to play Toph.
Asian or American?
Asian.
Oh, fuck.
Well, Toph.
Okay.
That's the little girl that's blind.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's some actresses that would be perfect for them, but they're American.
Well, they're all Asian American. It's funny. They got the right guy to play Fire Lord Ozai, and they already made memes out of him already. Daniel Day Kim, who played Johnny Gat in Saints Row,
Mhm.
and he was it Captain Daimyo or whatever in Hellboy. He's in so much stuff. They already made the "I am a surgeon" thing, but it's him dressed as Fire Lord Ozai, and it's Highmore. It's Highmore going, I am the Avatar."
I am the Avatar.
All right, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Again, discussing film. They're actually being good this time. They're not being completely dumb with a lot of their stuff. I saw the Blue Beetle animated thing is going to be like a sequel to the movie.
Wait,
Nice.
we're gonna get a physical copy of Stranger Things and Fear Street.
I wish.
Damn it.
Yeah, Netflix is still fucking around with that. We already did the thing. Smiling Friends is getting a season 3.
I mean, that's getting another season, but we can't get physical copies of our favorite shows.
I'm just waiting for it all to be on Max, all of Smiling Friends season 2, just so I can watch it all. Where is this little thing? We got Paddington 3, Paddington in Peru coming out. Here it is. All right. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Jesus Christ. Open casting search seeking the role of Toph. Character is mid late teens, blind, female, Asian. She is sassy, confident, and unfiltered for most of her life. Yeah, it's the whole thing. All right. Actors who are blind or low vision are encouraged to submit. Please email dtcopencall@gmail.com. This is from, yeah, that's that thing. Everyone knows who Toph is. She's the little badass girl that basically scared the living hell out of firebenders because she learned metal bending.
And dang.
Yeah. Oh my god, when she did the metal bending in like that last season, they're like, "What the fuck?" They literally didn't know what to do.
So what would that make her? Like a metal bender?
Well, yeah, she's earth bending with major in metal. Like
Mm.
Legend of Korra, they had magma benders also
Well, that I
because
can understand because that
yeah,
magma turns into rock.
yeah, it's basically just heated up rock. That was fucking wild in Legend of Korra though. Bolin just didn't know. He's like, I want to be a metal bender. Come to find out, he's actually a magma bender. They're all about to die. He goes, wait, I can do this. And he just starts moving the magma around. And dude that was using the magma against him gets melted by his own magma. God, Legend of Korra was so PG-13.
So good though.
Yeah, that third season was great. The combustion bender blowing up her own head. I'm like,
I
God
like how
damn it.
they sort of made that in a comedy sketch in a way
Oh,
in manga.
God. It was so funny.
Like it's
When
supposed to
I,
be a serious moment of a person's head exploding, and they sort of made it like a haha funny joke.
yeah, you just see the helmet go on, boom, and you're like, oh, shit. I'm like, well, is she good? Is she okay? That's how I was. Oh god, yeah. So they're looking for Toph now. I'm surprised I'm glad they are. Not surprised. I'm glad they are. They're basically condensing the whole series, um, and expanding a little bit, not a lot. And we also, we already talked about we're getting another Avatar: Last Airbender sequel series, like it's set before Legend of Korra. I think they're gonna take the graphic novels from Dark Horse as one of the things because that was written by the actual creator of it also. So
We
yeah,
don't
I'm
have
looking.
really much Dark Horse movies, do we?
No, they basically just adapt the comic books from the original scripts of other movies.
Their movies would be so awesome, though.
The only thing they really got is Hellboy.
And the Joker who laughs.
Well, that's DC.
Yeah, but still, it's still part of Dark Horse because Dark Horse created the Joker who laughed.
No, Batman Who Laughs is actually a Greg Capullo character, and Greg Capullo's at DC. See, we're nerding.
Really?
Yeah, we're nerding out hardcore there. Yeah, that's all DC right there. Hellboy is like their only like major thing. Mike Mignola has been, or Mignola, he's been the one that basically does the whole thing with Hellboy. Um, which it that's a double edged sword. I've said my piece about him. Like you could have gave us a third Hellboy, but instead you gave us David Harbour Hellboy, and you couldn't even give us a sequel to his Hellboy at least. Like that's what killed me the most because oh, could have set it
We're
up where
that,
like
that
so
close.
close, so close. And that was the one thing. Like Dark Horse really just does adaptations, basically.
I know, but I swear, if they just made movies,
That would be cool. I
maybe
think
make
we
that.
talked. Yeah, we talked about this way back in the first season. I got the original graphic novel of the Star Wars, which is
Mm-hmm.
based on the original script. It's so fucking different.
Way
Han,
darker.
no, all that and also Han Solo is actually a big ass alien. The Wookiees are all are actually bat people in that.
I can sort of see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. Um, Prince Valorum, who's a Sith Lord, teams up with the Jedi to stop the Empire. Darth Vader's an actual general. He isn't. He isn't Anakin Skywalker at all. His actual name is just General Darth Vader.
No wonder they didn't make movies of that version.
Oh man, that first edit. Thank God they made it better. They did keep some shit though when it came to like the rebel stuff and all that. We know all that stuff, but yeah, Dark Horse does some great stuff. Dark Horse did a great. They found a home for Last Airbender after that final season when Nickelodeon's like, we're done with this. You guys took too long. That shit. And they're like, fine, we'll do a graphic novel or two. That's basically how they did it.
Didn't they also do some artwork of Carnage and Venom?
No.
Mm.
The only thing Dark Horse has like original wise is like a Shaolin Cowboy and Hellboy. That Shaolin Cowboy looked fucking nuts.
I don't think the world's ready for that though.
No, especially with the bow staff that has chainsaws at each end of it.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's nuts. All right, let's get back into it. We just nerding out for time, basically.
I'll cut you half price.
we were so close to greatness. We were going to get a new Street Fighter. Well, we are still getting a Street Fighter, and the Filippo brothers, Raka Raka, they were going to direct it. They had the logo. They basically pitched it. I think they pitched it. I'm not sure, but yeah, they were going to direct it. They stepped down. This dropped earlier today.
They stepped down, or they got kicked out of it.
Let me see if I want to say they stepped down though. That's how they're spinning it.
Yeah, but we know Raka Raka, and they don't step down that easily.
Yeah, it says Raka Raka duo Danny and Michael Filippo no longer directing the Street Fighter movie.
Yeah, they got fired.
Maybe creative differences. Maybe they're like, I want to do a horror movie next instead of a fighter movie.
I would have loved to see a horror version of Street Fighter.
Where it's brutal. Oh god, that would have been great. But that's the thing, like that's a tough one. Like who has the gravitas to play M. Bison? McDonough didn't have it. Yeah, McDonough didn't have it in the Chun-Li story. He did not have it at all. Oh god. And yeah, Raul Julia, who was like he was one of the best guys, he just had it. And that man was dying of cancer and food poisoning, and he fucking killed it. If I was the Academy, like, you know what, this movie's shit, but let's give him an award just to piss people off.
I would.
Oh god. So I don't know how they were gonna do it. I think I got their actual YouTube thing wrong, but everyone knows Raka Raka.
I know they're gonna do like some CGI for like some characters that like they can't find anybody for.
Yeah, they got another horror movie out. I think this is why they ended up leaving also. Because like there was they had so much to do. They're probably like, yeah, we won't be able to do it on that schedule. Like that's probably what it was. But hopefully. Street Fighter is coming. Street Fighter is coming. I gotta get my steelbook.
Of the OG Street Fighter movie?
Oh yeah.
With like Jean-Claude Van Damme and
Raul Julia, Kylie Minogue.
Right, that was a shock.
Oh my god. Who else? Oh, what's his name from Blood In, Blood Out is Ken. I'm like, damn, they really made Ken just a fraud.
Yeah. They just like put a blonde wig on him.
Not even a blonde wig. They're just like, yeah, he doesn't really fight like that. He's not a good martial artist like Ryu is. He's up like Ryu.
The Luigi of Ryu.
Yeah, he's the. I forgot the damn word for it. God damn it. He's the he's the low rent version of Ryu, basically, something like that.
He's the chlamydia to what's a famous porn star?
Oh Jesus. Yeah, Ken, he's toast.
He's owned. He's destroyed. He's pwned. He's game over.
I fucking love that.
You could thank Barbie for that.
All right, so yeah, so Street Fighter's coming. I can't wait. I hope they do good with it. They've tried twice now. Chun Li could have been so much better. They had to get had to get Kristen Crook. What the fuck? If I was Kristen Crook and the agent got me that role and I fucked it up, like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm just go into farming.
I would have drank myself half to death and be like, okay, I'm ready.
The only good thing about that movie was actually Michael Clark Duncan as Balrog. But he could have did more too, because he wasn't even Balrog. He was like another character, a whole other character. He didn't do
Yeah.
boxing like that, I don't think. It's been a while since I saw that movie.
Well, you got to remember when they made that movie, Street Fighter was still somewhat new and the story was still somewhat new, so they didn't really
Oh
know the
no,
characters that much.
no, I'm talking about like the story of Chun Li. That one,
Oh,
yeah, that one. Because they had got the right guy for Balrog in that one. They actually showed him like fucking doing combos on people. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, I think he's dead.
I just like that they used like the soundtrack to the game because I remember watching one scene and I heard "Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun,
Oh,
dun-dun-dun-dun-dun." I was like, ah,
the fact they made a game based on the movie, based on the game.
right.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
And you can only play it in theater, like in theaters. Like they had
Yeah, they had.
arcade in theaters.
It came out on Sega CD at one point. I remember us looking at it when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
nobody really buyed Sega CD back then.
no. We were. I was like, it was like a handful of us as gamers that did. Like my family, we have a shit ton of Sega CDs somewhere. We had Double Switch. What else? We didn't have Night Trap or Phantasmagoria. We had one of the shoot 'em up games where you're playing as like mechs. Not. It wasn't like it was kind of like Gundam or Robotech, but it wasn't Gundam or Robotech. We had a lot. We had the Dracula. We had Dracula Reborn and the Dracula game, Bram Stoker's Dracula, and we had Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, the weird ass fighter game.
You know what I'm thinking? I wonder if the laptops today can play those discs.
I know they got. Well, maybe you got to do something with it. Like I know
Like
they have emulators,
an
but
emulator or
yeah,
something that can do
yeah,
it.
yeah, they already got emulators for that, where you can just get the game. All right, we're getting into Street Fighter a lot. Makes me want to go buy the new one.
It makes me want to go play Street Fighter 3.
I'll bring up a personal story with this one. Like I have my niece Bella up here, and she saw the Ryu statue I got, and she goes, "Wait a minute." She goes, "You're a fan of Street Fighter?" She's like 13, and I said, "Yeah, I got the Street Fighter statue. I got the collector's edition of Street Fighter 5." And she really just went, ugh, and just turned around and started walking away. I'm like, "What the
At,
fuck?"
at first, I was scared because I thought you were going to say, wait, you're a fan of Fortnite? I'll be like, no.
But that's the thing. QB basically raised her as like a Mortal Kombat / Tekken kid. So I'm like, I just got it because it was $20. What the fuck?
You'll understand when you're older.
Yeah. Like I got the collector's edition for $20. You know how hard that is?
You know how much money that's going to make me?
Oh god. So yeah, let's get into this. So we have found out last season Until Dawn is getting a movie.
Mhm.
And I was like, why? That's how I was. I'm excited, but what's the point? I could just pull it up on YouTube and watch it like it's a movie. I think what David Sandberg, who did Shazam 1 and 2, and he also did a couple of Annabelle movies. He's directing it. We said that.
Mhm.
Let's see. I'm gonna find the cast because the cast sounds pretty decent. They haven't said who's playing who yet. They just said who's gonna be in it.
Did
We
they
got the
get
first.
Wolfhard in it?
They didn't get Finn. They did not get Finn. Let's see. Where is this? Oh yeah, we're gonna be talking about Nobody too. Did you watch Nobody yet? Ah, here.
I watched like the beginning of it.
Oh, when you get to the bus scene, it is the great. It's so fucking great. Like these dudes just like being all raucousy. He just pulls his gun out and like, what are you gonna do? He just pulls it out, takes the batteries out. He goes, "I'm about to fuck y'all up," and just starts beating the shit out of them.
Well, I know for a fact you describing that I have the perfect song that could fit that movie. It's
Oh,
Nobody by Avenged Sevenfold.
I think it would fit for that scene too. He was beating the shit out of them. All right, here is the cast for David F. Sandberg's Until Dawn movie. We got Ella Rubin, Michael Cimino, Ji Young Yu, and Odessa Azion from Hellraiser. Because they could have just grabbed the cast from the original for this.
Well,
So
they
it looks,
could have.
yeah, it sounds like it's going to be either like a readaptation of it, or maybe a spinoff. Someone said like, oh, they could have, and I agree with this. They could have actually just grabbed everyone else. They could have grabbed Rami Malek. They could have grabbed everyone.
You pretty much could. Like, they're
Yeah,
not doing anything anymore right now, at least.
yeah. Like they could have went with everything. I think they should just cast Peter Stormare back in it as the Doctor because it sounds cool. I can't wait for it. I'm low key can't wait for it. I haven't seen anything from it. We don't know if it's gonna have the Catch-22 killer basically, the Psycho. We don't know if it's gonna have that. We don't know if the Wendigos are gonna be in it. I hope they
They
are
better
just
be.
Yeah, I hope they are just to piss off all the people, including in Praise of Shadows.
And I want that flamethrower guy to be in it, too.
Yeah, I would love to see the Wendigo Hunter in it. That would be great.
He has to be in it if the Wendigos are in it.
Yeah, you can get Larry Fessenden to play him. That would be fucking slick. It'd be so meta. You can even have it where like it's just a corpse of him, and he's just like all like that. And you're just like, oh damn, that sucks.
And I know the perfect guy who could do the creatures. Well, two perfect people to do the creatures. The guy who helped with the zombie films from George A. Ramone's, like Dawn of the Dead and all that.
Romero.
Romero. Whatever, bro. But
Tom
you know
Savini.
who I mean.
Yeah, Tom Savini. I can see that, but I think he's like semi-retired actually.
He'll come back for money. Trust me. And the people who helped with the Alien movies.
You know who I was thinking actually, effects wise, because he's been doing all the Chucky stuff. Tony Gardner. I follow Tony Gardner too. I think he would do pretty good with that. Who else? I mean, Rick Baker still does makeup stuff. They haven't hired him for anything either. He just does it, posts it on Instagram, and yeah, there's a few people they can do it. I wonder how they're gonna do this though. It's still in the casting phase. I don't even know about the script either.
They better be in the mountains,
It has to be in the mountains. That's the only way it works.
right?
Well, though it's not the only way. I mean, I did kind of write a friggin' treatment for Until Dawn 2, just like out of fun. After I played it.
Where would that
Yeah.
be located, though?
Skinwalkers were going to be the bad guys, so it was going to be in like it was going
In
to be
the
like
middle
either
of nowhere, like deserts and all that shit.
like Arizona or Montana, even like that was going to be the whole thing. Yeah, I was busy that year writing. That was going to be like kind of like the thing, almost like who can you trust? Who's a Skinwalker? Who's not? You know that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that kind of story fits Skinwalkers.
Every time I see someone do like a Skinwalker thing, the only one that did it right was like Monster Project, where they went the werewolf route. Like they had a Skinwalker Ranch movie, and it just got too fucking goofy. I'm like, they had the giant wolf monster that was supposed to be the first Yenaldushi. That's the actual Navajo term for it. But then it went to aliens.
Mm.
Yeah, and ghosts. And I just went, what the fuck is going on here? When I was watching, I'm like, what is going on?
In a way, Skinwalkers are spirits.
Yeah, it was so weird because then they went all interdimensional with it too, and just went. I'm like, come on now, you don't have to do all this. Like, I get the whole unknown thing, but come on, at least have
There's
a
unknown and just I can't even think of a word for that kind of stupidity.
Unspeakable.
Yeah.
So here's hoping Until Dawn is good. David F. Sandberg has done some pretty good stuff with Annabelle. So it ain't like it ain't like it's his first horror movie. Like if
I
anything
could
should
see how the opening would be in that too.
oh yeah.
Like
Oh my
there's
god,
a tribe of Indians in the mountains
oh my goodness, they
and
could do
shit
that.
is weird.
Yeah, they could do that whole thing. They could even do the miners getting caught in the whole. Oh my god, that could be a better thing. Just have it where they're so close to the mental facility, and you just hear the shrieking and all that.
Mhm.
That would be freaking like that whole sequence. I fucking loved. Scared the
But
shit out of me.
it has to be an abandoned hospital or
Yeah, yeah. That whole psych ward was just covered in Wendigo.
yeah.
Oh man, that whole sequence, that shit scared the hell out of me. I'm just like, oh shit. Made sure to shoot those damn things left and right. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But we know like whoever they cast for like the last two characters, because I think it was six characters, six main characters. Two of them got to die. Two or three.
Technically there was 8 because 2 of them did die. Then it became 7 or 6.
Yeah, I mean like here's how I played it like the last time. I played it where basically Jessica and Matt died because I'm like, what's the point of them? I just went, okay, here you go, Hannah. Just kill these two.
Honestly, have you ever tried like making all the characters survive?
Oh, I did that the first time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did that the first time. Then I'm just like, it just doesn't feel right. Gotta have
we all survived. Happy ending.
yeah, like it was a happy ending, but you knew like they were just like so changed by the experience. That's the cool thing about horror. Like that's the Clive Barker rule. Like if everyone's gonna survive, they have to be changed by the experience. So
Yeah.
they did
It has
they
the
did very well.
1,000-yard death stare and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Graham and Larry did such a great job showing like that can happen. It was so yeah, oh my god, we could talk about Until Dawn like crazy. That could be a special episode, honestly. Like especially after the remaster comes out.
Well, we'll talk about it when it gets closer to release date.
Oh yeah, like that's one we could do for real. Let's see what else do we have. We're almost done. I gotta watch Possession actually, but I'm so happy for this. I literally put on Twitter, "Let's fucking go." Uh, we're getting a sequel to the Adventures of Tintin.
Oh shit! Tintin, my boy.
As soon as I heard that, I was like, "Let's fucking go!" I saw it in college. And I could tell this story. Everyone, most people know about this. I was hungover, coming down off of Molly, and I watched the Adventures of Tintin the whole fucking day.
And
Oh, yeah.
Tintin was way before our time.
Yeah, the movie they did was it's Peter Jackson who did it. Did
He did it perfectly.
yeah, he did so fucking well, and I was just like, "Where's the sequel at? We should have had the sequel like in 2014." Like that's how I was, and we never got it because I think it's just so tough to make,
Well,
animation
not
wise.
even that. It's like it had a pop. I'll give it that, but it didn't get a lot of sales. That's why they were like iffy about it.
Yeah, I think that's it too. Andy Serkis was the one who said like, "Oh yeah, we're working on it," and I was like, "Oh yeah," because he was great in it also. Like that was a great cast. Was it Jamie Bell from Jumper and Defiance, and he was in a few other things. Like that was supposed to be Jumper was supposed to be the one that made him big, but it didn't do shit.
I like that movie.
Jumper was great. That was enjoyable as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Simon Pegg and Nick Frost were great as the inspectors. Just these mindless ass characters, and I remember Adventures of Tintin when it came out on like HBO Family and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
like
The
when I
cartoon
saw this,
movies.
yeah, when I saw this, I was just like, oh my god! Like again, coming down off of Molly, hungover shit, bloody ass nose because a blood vessel popped somehow. tissue in my nose. I'm just like, okay, let's watch Adventures of Tintin. I ain't seen this, and I watched the whole
Bloody
fucking.
nose on Molly. Are you sure it wasn't laced with coke?
No, it wasn't. I didn't even snort it. I had did the pill.
Oh shit! It had to be laced with something if it gave you a bloody nose.
No, well, here I never really did party favors like that.
Yeah, but it doesn't give you bloody noses like that.
I think I was due for one because we had a fucking winter storm happen during spring that year.
Like
It was
winter storm or like actual winter storm.
actual winter storm. We didn't go crazy that St. Patrick's Day. I mean, shit. Oh God.
It's a blizzard in here, fellas.
Jesus Christ. Oh Lord. That's gonna come back and bite me in the ass. I know it. Oh boy. All right. So yeah, no other details other than that from Andy Serkis. I know that dropped though. I was just like, oh, I can't wait. We do need some more Tintin.
Classical.
Yeah. You know, it's
like Casper, Little Lulu.
that was the other one I
Hey,
watched.
Little Lulu was a good show. Okay, don't knock it, bro.
I watched that on HBO Family also. Like they had it was like a whole hour of like Little Lulu, Adventures of Tintin, the Never Ending Story cartoon.
I forgot about that cartoon.
Yeah, ain't that some shit? And they actually did like one of the chapters as an episode. It was one of the most beautiful fucking episodes ever. With the lion that just like when he walks, he just like lights shit on fire. Yeah, that was a beautiful episode. Never Ending Story. We could talk about that also. But Adventures of Tintin. I remember when people hated it.
I think they hated it because of like I don't know the look of it and like jokes weren't like hitting anymore.
Yeah, well, no, it was really the superficial thing. They wanted Tintin to have the beady eyes and the long nose, like in the comic book and in the cartoon. And it's like, no, they're gonna go with like a human looking character. It's not gonna be completely like that. If you want that, go watch The Goon, which should still be coming out. Like that whole movie is done, and they never let it out at all.
It's in the vault.
Yeah, well, that's another one. That's another Dark Horse one that was supposed to be made, and they did it. It was an animated movie with zombies, and he was beating the shit out of them. Yeah, well, no, it didn't get no money because it never got released. It's like the studio behind it was just like, oh no, this is too scary. We can't let it out. Like, what the fuck?
What about the cartoon movies that we saw when we were kids, like that flying talking bat thing? And I forgot what movie that was from. It was like a lady gypsy or something, or like I don't know.
Wait. Are you talking about HR Puffin stuff?
No.
It better not be. Now the fucking theme song's in my head. God damn it.
I can't think of the name, but it was like the animation was like real life people movement.
Oh no, it wasn't real life. I think when you're talking about you'd say a talking bat. Are you thinking of Anastasia with Bartok?
Yes.
That was an animation. That wasn't the realistic one. That was done by Don Bluth.
But still, that was scary as shit when we were kids.
Yeah, with Rasputin and his file of demons. one of the greatest villain songs ever. Oh man!
How can we forget about Bookmaster or whatever that
Page Master?
Page Master. I know it's something with books. It's been
look to the books. We've had a lot of scary shit as kids.
Yeah, we turned out fine.
There's some people like, oh, this is nightmare fuel. I'm like, for you? That's what I said.
Right.
Like, Never Ending Story had the darkest shit in it. Gamorka getting stabbed in his freaking lung. You're just like,
as Bane once said, we were molded by it.
I didn't know what the light was, but till I was a man. Oh man, yeah. Yeah. There's so much. Man, I thought you were talking about HR Puff and stuff for a minute because
No,
they had a Bat character in that too. We were supposed to get an HR Puff and stuff remake too, and Sid and
no.
Marty Krofft they were like, "How are we supposed to do this? We don't even know how to do this." I'm like, that show is just too fucking goofy to even do a remake. That'd be just that's Wizard of Oz level shit right there. Oh, I
It's it's better than when plumbers wear ties.
oh, which is now available on PlayStation Plus for $3.99.
And you could get the censored version or the uncensored version for just a few more bucks.
Oh my lord. Plumbers don't wear ties. Oh my lord. All right, we got some more stuff because we got to get to this review of the Primevals. We got some casting announcements. Another casting announcement actually. 28 years later.
It's almost been 28 years later.
But bum bum. That's when you just do go beep beep Richie. All right. I got the names right here on Evernote where I put the things. So of course Cillian Murphy's coming back. He's also a producer on it. We know that. Here are the two new ones: Erin Kellyman and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Erin Kellyman, she was in she was in a lot of Disney projects. She was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. She was she was the main flag smasher. I forgot her name in there, but she was in Han Solo's movie Solo: A Star Wars Story.
That flopped.
The only thing it was a good movie. It's just that why the fuck wouldn't y'all just push the whole thing of Darth Maul being in it? You should have had Darth Maul in there a little bit longer than just a hologram. I love that sequence though. But she was also in Willow, the series. She played Jade. I love that show. I wish it came out on Steelbook. I think Disney did horribly by not releasing it and vaulting it. It should be on Steelbook, and yeah, they should have kept going with it. Like, what was the point? What's the point of having Disney Plus if you're not going to have projects like that? Like, it was actually,
Son of a bitch.
yeah, it was pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. It was a little anachronistic at times, but I was just like, it ain't like they're hearing the music. I'm hearing it.
And
But
let's be honest, what Disney movie show isn't?
yeah. And yeah, Erin Kellyman, she's very good. She's a very good actress. In all those things, like that's why she ended up with so many Disney roles. Like if there's certain actors from Disney, that work on Disney stuff, you never see again. She's one of those that you see her in a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't like she's bad. They don't. Again, this is another one where you don't know who these characters are going to be. But we got Aaron Taylor Johnson, of course, who is going to be in the next Spider-Man movie without Spider-Man. Craven. He was also, of course, everyone knows his starting thing was Kick-Ass 1 and 2, and he was in Godzilla 2014. Or as some people go, "Where's my wife?" The movie.
It's better than being called the "Come On" movie like Twister.
or the original Godzilla movie. That's a lot of fish. Oh, but yeah, so we got a nice cast coming along. Ralph Fiennes, he's gonna be back in it. I just went, how? You died in the first one. What the fuck?
Magic.
That'd be fucked up. The virus, it actually brings people back and they're nice and normal afterward. Oh, that'd be fucking horrible. But yeah, so I can't wait. I think they're starting to film, or also just getting everyone together. They got the script. I'm not sure. But yeah, so we already talked about Nobody. Starts filming in August. Bob Odenkirk, Christopher Lloyd, Mos Def, I do believe. Not Mos Def. Not Mos Def. I got the rappers wrong. I'll pull it up. I know for a fact It's a member of Wu-Tang Clan, of course. Yep. RZA is gonna be back in it. He was good in the first one. He was pretty damn good.
Now, is that the one who left the group?
I want to say yes or
Oh
no.
yeah,
I don't
he
know.
needs more money.
Yeah, RZA has done a lot of good, a lot of movies. Man with Iron Fists.
You know why he does movies now?
Hmm.
Because his music sucked.
Wu-Tang Clan?
No, not him. RZA.
Oh, you mean? Well, he did have one good one, but it was for Blade Trinity.
Yeah, and how many years ago was that?
Again, yeah, I said he only had one. I say he had anything good after that. What? How do we know? We didn't really listen to him like that. We're like, oh yeah, his stuff sucked. We only heard one song.
Trust
But
me, he didn't do good in the music industry.
well, hey, he was Wu-Tang. He was a part of Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, but he had a lot. I forgot he was in Brick Mansions. That was a good movie. My Byron got me to watch that. I was like, oh, that's cool. It was pretty decent. He was in The Dead Don't Die. Get the fuck out.
What scene?
I think he was one of the that movie had so many fucking actors in it. That was an
I know,
ensemble.
right?
That was an ensemble movie like crazy.
That was just a fun movie to make.
Yeah, Bill Murray, Adam Driver, Tilda Swinton, Chloe Sevigny, Danny Glover,
I knew Danny Glover was in it.
Steve Buscemi, Selena Gomez.
Surprised they didn't get Britney Spears.
Yeah, RZA was in that. Yeah, he was in. See, he was only in one scene in Ghost Dog, and I remember that scene. But he was good in Nobody, so I think he's coming back. His character is the brother to Bob Odenkirk's character. I got to pull up Bob Odenkirk's character now. Yeah, he was the brother to Hutch, like he was the adopted brother. But Christopher Lloyd, he had two sons, Hutch and Harry. They actually did a freaking I told you they did a Call of Duty kill in that damn movie, right?
Yeah.
Claymore with a fucking blast shield. I was like, damn.
He needed to put the Claymore on a drone and drive the drone to the person to make it explode.
Oh, dude, Hutch had a Joker moment too. Like he had that Claymore with him. He was eating in the guy's club that's trying to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all have their guns. He goes, you don't want this to be messy. So I can't wait for Nobody too. Like that was out of all of these things, like Equalizer, John Wick, nobody's fun as hell. John Wick is fun as hell. Equalizer, you watch like, yeah, kill those guys. That's how you watch it.
Equalizer is more of a serious revenge movie.
Oh yeah, revenge and justice. Oh my god, I was glad with the third one. Like they actually showed him just be oh my god, just a CIA Michael Myers basically. The first one, like all of us in the house we were watching it when it first came out, and when dude robbed the Home Depot, like all quiet, like he's like, all right, and he just grabbed a friggin' mallet. You don't see what happens, but you see that he had basically broke the guy's skull, but he was just cleaning the mallet, putting it back for sale.
Smart.
Yeah. It was fucking wild. The other two,
think about it. Like if you did that and the cameras didn't catch you and you cleaned off the murder weapon and put it back on there, the cops wouldn't even notice.
Yeah. He was, the first one, he had nuance. He was smooth. Second one, he's dealing with the same kind of guys that do what he does. Third one, he's just like, okay, I'm not in the United States. I'm going to kill everyone that hurts these people.
Yeah, that's pretty much John Wick 4.
Oh, he the way he did it, I was in shock how he did it, because these guys were strong arming everyone in this Italian town, and he's just sitting at his normal table at this restaurant, and dude's talking shit to him. He goes, "You don't put your gun away." He literally just disarmed him, broke like 3 of his fucking fingers. He goes, "Next finger is gonna make you shit yourself." I was just like, oh my god. And then they leave, and dude's like, okay, we're gonna go back in, we're gonna shoot up the place and kill that fucking guy. He done killed like 3 people already. Coming after them. Killed one guy with a full ass bottle of wine. And he's talking to them in Italian too. They're like, what the fuck? He was on Michael Myers mode in the third one. So yeah, like out of all 3 of them, like I love these new action movies. Like I'm gonna miss like the big guy action movies like with Stallone and Schwarzenegger. We always have those though. They're out there. True Lies, Predator, Commando, the Rambo
Eraser.
series. Yeah, Eraser, the Rambo series, Cliffhanger. We have all those. It's so cool seeing like the grizzled guys.
New faces.
Yeah, it's so weird. Bob Odenkirk, the funniest dude ever. Saul Goodman killing people. Like, there's a great scene in Nobody One that just had me going like, okay, he should not be fucked with. Like, he went into a tattoo shop pretending to be an FBI agent, looking for the people that robbed his house. And dude was like, oh yeah, you're not an agent. We can tell that thing says retired. But he saw the tattoo on his hand, and it was like 2 types of cards. And he goes, "Thank you for your service." And he just, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw that scene.
Oh god! And they're like, "Okay, we'll tell you what the fuck happened."
You got the wet shit in his pants? Okay.
Yeah. He was like, "Okay, I'm out." I was like, "Oh, that's very sensible. No fighting here." I
Well,
can't
that's
wait
how
for
you
nobody.
usually want it to go.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for Nobody too. I could talk about that movie. We watched it like 10 times, me and my dad. Like, that movie's just so fucking brilliant. The
That's
the
how I am
hospital scene.
with films.
Yeah, the hospital scene where dude he had grabbed the chair. He went in where the other guys were, threw the chair in one of the guys, and dude was like, ah! Can't even move. He took it right to his face.
He just hits him. He's like, my pussy.
He gotta put that Oh my god, that movie was fucking great. Sisu was good too. Did you see that yet?
What?
Sisu.
It's on my list.
Oh, it's fucking great. It's set in Finland during World War II, and this guy, he's basically like he's a miner, but he found a vein of gold. He basically extracted all the gold. The Nazis are after him though, and because they found out about the gold and they take the gold from him, he going after the gold and he's killing all of them.
Which you should do if there's a flock of Nazis.
Oh, it was fucking great. I love that movie too. I showed it to Keisha, and the first scene when dude takes the fucking knife to the temple, she was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, is it more gorier than Glorious Bastards?
Yes. Oh yeah. It has some great moments in it.
Know.
Yeah, it has some great moments. It's it's like a Finnish grindhouse movie, kind of.
My kind of favorite film.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so here's our next thing as we went off on a tangent there. But hey, more content for y'all. Let's see. Robert Pattinson and Possession. I gotta see Possession. A lot of people on Twitter, at least in the little circles I run around, they were talking about Possession like crazy. It's getting a remake.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Pattinson is producing and remaking it. A lot of mixed feelings about it, like from everyone else. I haven't seen Possession at all, so I gotta see it to see like, okay, why is people mad about this?
Well, first, this is a remake, right?
Yeah.
I would watch the original first, then watch the remake, then make your choice.
Yeah, I know Sam Neill is in the original, and there's some great sequences in it. Like people shown it on Twitter, and I've seen it on YouTube, where one of the main characters, like she's just losing her fucking mind in a train station, in a subway, and I was just like, what the fuck is this movie?
And to think that's a normal in New York.
Oof, yeah. So yeah, not much on that other than Robert Pattinson. He's producing and acting in it. he's been doing a lot of crazy shit aside from Batman and Twilight. And
He wants to get away from the Twilight freaks.
that's the thing that gets me. Like, Keisha ain't seen the new Batman yet.
The fuck?
Because she still sees him as Edward. I'm like, you realize how many movies he's done since?
Make her watch the Harry Potter one where he dies.
Yeah. I'm like, and that was the thing. I was like,
Pause it where they show his dead corpse and be like, "That's your Edward." Now watch the
oh God. And that was the thing. Like, I'm like, he has done so many movies. He's done Good Time, which is a good one. That's by the Safdie brothers, I do believe. I told her Lighthouse is great. He's done so many cool movies. Cosmopolis is not Cosmopolis. What's it called? Damn it! Now I gotta look up the Cronenberg movie he did. It's not Cosmopolis. That's Coppola.
He also did a movie about like an elephant.
Oh, I don't know.
Like it was like one of like where he was trying to get away from like romance, but he was still in the romantic films. It was like a circus thing, and he was like training an elephant or something.
It is called Cosmopolis. What the fuck am I thinking?
I don't know.
Yeah, the one that where he's basically just in limos and cars the whole time. Like, he's been trying to get away from a lot of stuff, and people said that's actually Cronenberg's weakest movie. I'm like, well,
Can't be all good.
yeah, they all can't be bangers. Sometimes they're burgers.
I mean, look at Johnny Depp and Crybaby. That's his best film.
You know, he was good in Once Upon a Time in Mexico. How funny was that scene after he had got his eyes plucked out? He just goes out all armed to the teeth, and he's thinking he's killing all these guys. It's only two guys, and just like, the fuck?
What about Blow though?
Blow was nuts. That's the one. Like, there's some. One of the actresses on that was talking about how he was a dick on there.
Yeah, because he was on coke.
Yeah, he was playing a cokehead. I'm like, what are you expecting? He's a method actor.
Coke and drinking Jack.
Yeah, he's a method actor. What the fuck? All right, so yeah, that's it for the Robert Pattinson thing. Now we can get to our final thing for tonight, and that is I got to see Full Moon Productions, The Primevals.
What are your thoughts?
I liked it. It was a nice callback to like the Ray Harryhausen stop motion stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell this was made in the 90s and never got released until they finally found it. Great stop motion, and especially now because they basically spruced up the frame rate on it. The Yeti looks cool. The lizard people are awesome. Um, it really is an adventure movie. It isn't the schlocky stuff that you see from Full Moon nowadays. It really brings you back to like, oh wow, this is what Full Moon used to be. Adventure movies, action movies.
Professional.
Yeah, it was so fucking good. The story is basically, I forgot they kept saying the character's name, so I know what the name of the character is. It's Matthew. He had made a dissertation on it if the Yeti was real. He lost his freaking PhD because of it, and they
That's
finally
my middle name.
they finally find a Yeti, and he goes, "Well, that proves me right." And it's like, cool.
Saw it be like eating the Slim Jim, like should have snapped into the Slim Jim.
Yeah, let me see if we can do our little demonstration thing with it, so I can have the poster. Hold on, I'm gonna do this, real quick. And the Yeti is very, very cool looking. They even go into detail on like its genetic structure and whatnot.
Does he have white fur?
No, it's red.
Red?
Yeah.
Never heard of a Yeti with red fur.
I've seen depictions of it. Not in movies, but like there's artistic depictions. I'm gonna pull up that picture of it. Let me do this.
Isn't that Bigfoot though? Because Bigfoot has red hair.
Nah, Bigfoot has brown hair.
I say brownish red hair.
In the original version of it, I think it was white, but then they decided to red it up in this. Let's see. Let me find a good picture of it. Well, I'll just use the cover. What the fuck? And the movie, it comes out on Blu-ray September 10th, but it's on Amazon Come on, picture, picture, picture. Never mind. What the hell? All right, let me get to this. It was very, very cool. I kind of wish there was more to it. It feels like it was setting up something better. Here, let's see if I can get this picture. I got a good picture. It gets you right into the action, then it gets a little what's the word? It gets a little slow at times, but it's kind of compelling either way though. Like an action movie is here. Let's see.
Okay.
This is the it's like this is from the beginning. Like this Yeti was attacking a Sherpa group
In the beginning,
out there in Nepal. Every time I hear Nepal, I think of Golden Child though.
that looks like Monkey Man.
It really did look like I was thinking about that too, but they find out like the genetic structure of it. It's got like cat like teeth, but it can actually eat roughage. Like it's weird that it's they basically were saying like, oh yeah, it's a genetically altered ape creature basically.
Yeah, Monkey Man.
It was funny though. Like one of the Sherpa shepherds was he was hold on, let me get out of here. It was funny. He was wait, here we go. He was there's a funny little sequence where like one of them's trying to hold on to it like on a chain and all that, and literally like a piece of paper, the Yeti just goes ah, it just slams him down. And you're just like, oh, that's fucked up.
I noticed that you almost slipped up and said stripper.
Oh my god,
You got strippers on the mind, Sibby?
no. Why would I? What? No.
I don't know. Twice you almost said strippers.
I was saying I said Sherpa.
You almost said stripper.
I said Sherpa,
Bless you.
but it's in Nepal. You know, it's set in Nepal over out there in the country Nepal. And every time I think of that, I'm thinking of Golden Child when Eddie Murphy at the airport, "Viva Nepal! Viva Nepal!"
For some reason, I think of Shanapol.
It was
I'm
good
at
though.
the Apol with Shanapol.
Let me see if I can put the poster up. There, I think I missed one scene though. They were supposed to have another ant monster in there. They only have like not cavemen, but they are like they look like cavemen, but they look like monkeys too. They're monkey man too.
Oh, Monkey Man defending the Monkey Man.
It was pretty cool. Let's see. I'm gonna do this. Open in a new tab. I'll show the. I showed you the poster when we went out for St. Patrick's Day. This is the original design of the Yeti too. Let's see. Yeah. There we go.
Wow, that looks like from like the 80s, like a book
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah. It does. Here, let me see. I hope people heard us on this. It's on the audio anyway. But yeah, it's very cool. It was a pretty good movie. It was a little sad at one point, but I was just like when I saw the part that was sad about it, I just went, "You could have fucking left." Like one of the characters, like, "Oh wow, the Yeti, it's saving us." Gets an arrow to the gut, and I just went, "You dumb broad." That's how I was.
Ain't no King Kong.
Yeah, and you know it was pretty damn good. They could have did so much more with it, but for what they did, it was pretty damn cool. I'll give the Primevals a solid 8 out of 10. You know, I want more of it honestly to really give it a 10 out of 10. Like I want to see the giant lizard monster that they were supposed to have in it. I want to see all the stuff that they were supposed to do because it really goes into the whole aliens came here first and then demutated themselves into
Well,
lizard creatures.
you know why it didn't happen? Because it looks like it's clay animation, stop
Oh, yeah.
motion for the creatures, and that takes
Oh,
a long ass time.
oh yeah, that was one thing that I caught with that. It was there are some moments where it's glaring, like okay, yeah, this is in front of a green screen. They had someone there instead of like you know having them in costume, like in like Land of the Lost. You could tell, but they set up they could have set up a sequel with that because there were millions of these like lizard aliens.
Well, they probably are going to make a sequel. It's just going to take some time.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be shit honestly after this because this came out in '95. Charles Band really we talked about this. He really is just resting on his laurels, just doing a lot of these junky horror movies. Like they feel like a little trashy, a little bit, a little sleazy, which is a shame because like he had some cool puppet master stories he could do.
Yeah, even though they made pornos.
Yeah, all those damn softcores that we saw in fucking flashback.
I was like, oh, look at all these porn. Look at all these pornos.
I didn't know that we were at Exotica.
Where's Riley Reed?
But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was pretty damn cool how it all came out. The whole ideas were there's a lot of cool ideas in there. I think someone else could probably like take those ideas and do something else with it somewhere else. But yeah, I loved it. 8 out of 10 though. They had some cool ass motivations in there. There's a great line in there.
I honestly would give it an 8.7 because of the stop motion.
Oh yeah, because it's a nice callback to Ray Harryhausen. It really is. And it's a little smoother because of that frame rate. You're just like, is that thing real? I don't know. I mean, it's not, but maybe it could be. You never know.
On a drifted island.
Oh, it was pretty good. But yeah, I think that is it for movie news and reviews Monday. Show me them movies. And that is it. We will see you all Wednesday for gaming news and reviews. Wednesday, we'll be talking about Embracer Group and how trash they are. There's gonna be more. Wrong button.
What's that?
That was Pinhead showing up. Oh yeah, we forgot about I forgot to put the Watchmen thing before we go. Watchmen, the animated duo movie, that looks good. Real quick, we're gonna do that. Honestly, I kind of here. No one really complained about it. Like
Why
how they
should they? That's like one of the best superhero gory films that we've seen in years.
Well, here's the thing about it. They only complain about the Watchmen movie by Zack Snyder. They didn't complain about this. But I saw people, Zack Snyder doesn't understand the movie. I'm like, what doesn't he understand? You have an animated version that does the same fucking thing.
First
Like
of
that's
all, Zack Snyder's movie came close to the novel.
so close. So close. And
This, on the other hand, I don't think it's
it's
going to be that close.
I think it's gonna be, but I think it's gonna be goofy with the octopus monster. If they do it right, where it actually just shows up and just fucks shit up, like on some Godzilla shit, then I could see it. Or have it where Dr. Manhattan kills it.
They
And
better not have a scene where it's raping one of the women.
that's the Japanese one.
Oh, Japanese version.
Every Japanese American right now.
How dare you? How fucking dare you?
They say that, but then they think about it, be like, yeah, that's true.
Like, God damn it. That's how no disrespect. It's all jokes. Oh God. Oh Lord. But yeah, it looks decent. It's gonna be in 2 parts. I do believe like the first part comes out in September also.
Mhm.
I even put like where's like because it focused on Rorschach in this first half, and I'm like, okay, where's all the people that said Rorschach is bad? Where y'all at? Not
If
here?
anything, he's neutral.
Yeah. Like they all no, they always say like they should never focus on Rorschach because he's the epitome of what's wrong with like right wing stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point. But here's the thing: it's from his point of view.
In the group.
Yeah, it's from his point of view.
Yeah.
You can't not have that.
The whole novel was his diary.
Yeah. You can't not have that for the simple fact that he is the one investigating the fucking thing.
Exactly. Dumbasses.
Yeah, that's what killed me about it. I'm like, of course you're all gonna say that, of course. But
But
no one said anything about this. Like that's the only saltiness about it that I can think of when it comes to the
yeah.
anime thing. Like it's just the same. It's the same movie.
It's the same thing but cartoon version.
Yeah. And I said I'll still put it right next to my ultimate cut of it. Like, and I was thinking like, oh, you know what? It's probably better than that motion comic that came out. Oh God, I tried watching that too.
Like, honestly, I don't get why everybody beeves on Zach. Like, he's given us perfect movies of like comics and all that, and people are like, "Oh, he's shit." Like, what? Do you not like his name or something?
It's that. It's also it really started when he did Watchmen. Like I guess people wanted someone else to do it, and I'm like, you know what? Terry Gilliam would have did a horrible job.
You want
So
Danny Elfman? You want Danny Elfman to make Watchmen?
Terry Gilliam would have did a horrible job. Let's face it.
He would have done a shit job.
Yeah, like Terry Gilliam just got lucky with Baron Munchausen. That's basically it. He's done a few other movies I like, but come on now. But yeah, it's so weird. But yeah, so that's coming out. I will definitely grab it, and compare both, and I will literally do the same fucking thing. Like they're the same. That's what I'm gonna be.
I just bought the same fucking thing, but in cartoon version.
Yeah. I'll be like this. And I have the graphic novel too. I'll be like this. Yeah, see, I'm a big Watchmen fan, and I like Zack's. Fuck y'all. All right, so yeah, now we can end the show. I totally forgot about the Watchmen thing, but ooh,
And if it wasn't for Zach's Watchmen, we wouldn't have Negan.
yes, because Jeffrey Dean Morgan would have just been like a one-off actor on fucking Grey's Anatomy.
Right?
Yes, I know that whole arc. I got tortured with that goddamn arc on Grey's Anatomy.
How do you think he felt?
Oh my lord, I'm gonna marry Izzy, then I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Y'all committed an atrocity in this hospital over this guy.
This is how American marriage is working.
Ah. All right, so let's end this. Oh, well, yeah, we'll end it. We could talk about Watchmen any day, but yeah, let's end this real quick. We will be back Wednesday. This episode with its other 3 episodes will be one big mega episode on Saturday, and yeah, I think it works out fine. Gives you all something to listen to or watch.
Honestly, I think we
Oh.
should call it the Mega Tier episode.
Yeah, oh shit, that might be a thing. But it gives you all something to watch or listen to while you're doing your things. So there we go. And of course, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And again, this episode will be available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts, in one big mega tier episode. And we'll be back Wednesday for gaming news. There's more stuff coming out for gaming, so stay tuned. Bye bye.